What's crackin' movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got a special event. It's the #1 contenders match between Korruption with Mike Kalinowski and Chance Ellison taking on the family, Andrew Guy and Drew McWeeny. These two teams are very formidable. The winner of this will face the Founding Fathers for the titles. It's going to be quite the barn burner, I have no doubt about that. But in the end, I do think Korruption is just hungry to get those titles back. But it should be an amazing match, so let's get it started.
First at the Globe, it is the 4th free-for-all. 40 competitors going head-to-head. The winner will find themselves at a title match.
Never know who's coming down the ramp next.
That's been so great about free-for-all. You never know what happens and who's going to win.
Biani has cleared the table.
The Globe Theater, downtown Los Angeles, 1 p.m. is the kickoff. Get your tickets at the Schmoedownlive.com.
I will be there. Bandit!
Oh no. Well, hello there. I just want you to know, we are not intimidated by that stupid nickname you have, the Band-Aid.
Well, idiot, it's the Bandit.
Yeah, I get it. You get a cut and you apply a Bandit.
Bandit.
That's what I said.
You are truly an imbecile.
Well, we don't see it that way.
Who knew you could miss SEN Live?
And I am thrilled to be joined on the desk by the legend, the classy one, and oh yeah, she's the commissioner, Clark Wolf.
Hello! Hi everyone at home. Thank you so much for having me back at the desk, Mark.
Oh, I am so excited about this, Clark. Fun story, I woke up in Las Vegas, Nevada this morning, and judging by the Pringle crumbs in my bed, I had quite a party. But I knew that I had to fly back for this match. I could not miss. I could not pass up the opportunity to have a ringside seat to the family versus Korruption. We're going to talk all about the match and get you all set for the epic showdown that's going to happen. It's a #1 contender match, kiddies. The winner team plays the Founding Fathers. But Clark, you're the commissioner. And we're young in this season, and this is the first time we've really gotten a chance to chat about what you've seen so far. We've had 2 great live events, a lot of matches in between. What has struck you so far about the new era?
I am loving how dedicated everyone in this league is. I am getting so many phone calls and texts from managers and players asking me questions and rules and all these things. I mean, this is a real sports league. It's really amazing how far the Schmoedown has come. And in terms of, the players and in terms of the matches so far, they are coming out swinging. There is no wind up to this. Everybody hit the ground running this season. I've been so impressed with our rookies, with our new players, and I'm so excited to be here and to be a part of it.
The dedication that the competitors have shown this year, far surpassing what we've already seen in 6 great seasons, and I think it's a little something to do with the commissioner being the classiest one we've ever had.
Well, thank you.
It's fair.
It's
I love
totally
our
that.
commissioners, you're the classiest one. So when we look at the family taking on corruption, that's the headline, is these two great teams representing two great factions going head to head. But when you look in between the lines, you see the family with Andrew Guy, Drew McQueenie. Now, Andrew Guy seems to have turned over, dare I say, a new leaf recently.
He seems to have.
Nice chap.
I mean, yes, I love an Andrew Guy. I love Drew McQueenie. I never got to play Drew when I was actually playing in the league, but they're both fearsome competitors, and yeah, but then again, you have corruption, and as much as I love those guys behind the scenes, they did well. Our last meeting wasn't great.
So a lot of jocularity between that. Corruption obviously playing your legendary team, the Shire Wolves, last year. Now, if you look at Mike Kalinowski, him and Andrew Guy have a little bit of history
They
going
sure
head to
do.
head. But this is the team format, Clark, and as an expert in the team format, what do you need to bring to a live event like this that's maybe different than your run-of-the-mill match?
You gotta keep your cool. You've got to keep your cool and use your partner, because look, when you're under the lights and it's a live stream, there's no going back. I mean, we can't stop and take it again. You gotta pay attention, you gotta lock in, you gotta be focused. And I always say this, and it is true, here from the commissioner to you, my one piece of advice for any competitors out there, especially if you are in the teams, use your partner. Communicate with your partner, check in with your partner when it's allowed. Don't do it in round one, that's not okay. But after that, absolutely do that.
You're already doing the rules for me. This is the easiest announcing job I've ever had to pull off. We're going to remind everybody that this is a very exciting match here today. And then March 21st, it all goes down in downtown Los Angeles. The free-for-all. It's back. You can get tickets right now. The Schmoedownlive.com. 40 competitors. It's a crazy format. It's one of the most fun live events that we do in our calendar year. We also have tickets now available for Houston coming up next month. So check all that good stuff out. And in the meantime, Clark and I are going to take a look at how we got to this match today.
You saw what I did with one hand tied behind my back. Not anymore. I'm coming after everybody. You got
But I'd like to let you all know that just because you haven't seen me doesn't mean I haven't been here the whole freaking time. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shannon, and I am the rightful manager of the championship team you love to hate. We are Korruption.
Shannon Barney has quickly become one of the biggest stars in the league when it comes to managing, and you have to be when you're managing Korruption.
Can't go without saying that Mike lost his inner geekdom and his team's belt under my reign. Then it must also be noted that he became double belted under my reign, because I've been here the whole time. So to get my boys back just means that the sky's the limit, and we're gonna take it.
Chance and his teammate have ridden my coattails for 2 years. The only reason that anyone even talks about Chance's teammate is because of me.
Like the end of a sad dog movie up there.
Everyone blames me for what happened with corruption, all that. You started it.
The dark side, anyway.
Welcome to the dark side, brother. Way to embrace the hate.
It's all about respecting the game. I'm with the greatest faction in the Schmoedown now. I will get Drew McQueenie that belt. Next season is the season of the real family.
I'm at the hungriest I've ever been. You saw what happens when I lost that belt the first time. Here we go.
Looks like it was decades in the making coming to this match. I mean, look, we know how much Drew McQueenie knows. We know what a great young star Chance Ellison is. Mike Kalinowski always with that devil-may-care smirk. And then Andrew Guy, it's like you put attitude in a Vitamix, spin it around, and you see what's coming out here today.
This is going to be a fiery match, and I am here for it.
That's right. And when you look at managers and the impact that managers
Yes.
have had this season, the family, now, look, they come from the usual suspects, which is Sam Levine's faction. Sam could not be here today, so Janine the Machine is going going to be the acting manager. Interesting to see how that chemistry plays out. And then obviously with Corruption, you know Shannon Barney and what kind of fire she can bring to the table. What do you look for from a managerial perspective in a match like this, Clark?
You gotta talk strategy with your team. Strategy is super, super important. Yes, movie trivia matters, obviously, but thinking clearly and keeping them focused. I always loved when Emma in the Fife Club would talk us through things, would be there to keep us cool, to say, hey, if you miss one, it's fine, keep going. Basically just being there as support and also to advocate for your team is always good.
You would say Emma Fife may be the manager that all the managers here today would kind of look up to, like she's kind of the godfather of how to be a manager.
I would say that. Yes, I would.
In the movie trivia show.
Yeah, she's the best.
She is the best of all time. I'm here with one of the best of all time. I am a carrot. Now, Clark, we're going to go to the tail of the tape. So tell me, what are each team's strengths?
Absolutely. So we have the family. Their strengths are new releases, action films, and drinking zero-calorie soda. Very, very important.
That's that Coke Zero. Then on the other side of the ledger, Corruption. What are we looking at?
We've got Oscars, biopics, and George Lazenby movies.
Hey, it's a James Bond show.
Hey.
I like it. I support it. And now it's about time to get ready. Are you pumped?
I'm so pumped.
You prepped? Well, then there's only one thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. Say, it's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown!
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Introducing first, representing the usual suspects, led to the ring by acting manager Janine the Machine. With a record of 6-1, they are Andrew Guy, Drew McQueenie, the family. Alex Marzonia, the cane wrangler amongst...
Somebody's got to do it. It's a tough job.
Duty's here today. And their opponent, representing Corruption, led to the ring by their manager, Shannon Barney. With a record of 5-2, they are Chance, Ellison, Mike Kalinowski, Corruption!
But also, if this is the hungriest that Mike has ever been, that's saying something.
Let's go, Sharon. That's right, Shannon Barney and Andrew Guy exchanging pleasantries.
Hey, Andrew Guy. I'm so glad that you're feeling better. You're
Thank you.
back. You're ready to party.
You should not be that close to my face with coronavirus and what is happening right now. I feel you breathing into my mouth.
Speaking of being sick, I wanted to give you something just in case your tummy started to hurt a little bit again today.
Wow.
You're ready
Oh, she
and
got
you're
some,
prepared. Don't worry, you guys.
Pepto-Bismol.
I stole this from Kate Mulligan's fanny pack, so you know it's good. Wow. Go find a happy hour.
Some next level trolling there.
All right, Janine stepping in to
Generic
let
brand.
Shannon know, hey, now it's time for the actual match.
That's how you know it's good.
Everybody has their props. Drew McQueenie has his Coke Zero. Mike, also known as Kojak with the lollipop. And we have Andrew Guy with his Pepto-Bismol. And Chance Ellison, my de facto son, with the trademark shades and hat. Let's get to the rules in round number 1. Gentlemen, this is a 3-round match. The winner of today's match will be facing the Founding Fathers for the team championship belt. In round number 1, 8 questions are asked to the field. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. This is the team format. However, in round number 1, it is an individual exercise of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. You may not rely on the strength of your teammate to answer questions in round 1. Each point you accrue will be added to your team's total. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match, named for famed Midwestern movie reviewer JTE. If you aren't sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself 15 seconds, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used through your manager at any point throughout the 3-round match. Mike Kalinowski, gonna start with you. What flavor lollipop we got?
Flesh. Victory.
That was a long draw, getting that Tootsie Pop out. You ready to go?
I'm here, aren't I?
Okay.
Come on now.
All right. Do
Come on
believe
out,
you
champ.
are. Andrew Guy.
Boy.
Commissioner,
Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Looking
sir.
great.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Ellis,
sir.
tequila and Pepto-Bismol do not mix well.
The breakfast of champions indeed. Chance Ellison, you ready to go?
Yes, sir. What's the matter with you?
Drew McQueenie.
What's the matter with you? 5 o'clock in Australia.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown! All the preamble, all the hype, all the hoopla, and now we are here with question number 1 in round number 1 in this number 1 contender match in the world of action-adventure movies. Gentlemen, which martial arts superstar starred in the action films The One, Unleashed, and Fearless? So, Drew McQueenie has Coke Zero.
Yes.
This is why I love
Jet
having you
Li.
with us, because you're probably the only other announcer that knows what cheer
How you
wine
been,
is.
Chance?
Cheer what?
Southeast Beverage.
Fine.
5,
Here for it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to you first, Mike.
Jet Li.
It is Jet Li. Does Andrew have it?
Jet Li.
Yes, he does. Chance Ellison.
Jet Li.
Got it. And Drew McQuenie.
Cheerwine fan, Jet Li.
Not sure if he's ever had it.
I like that.
We'll take it, and we're perfect across the board.
All right. Question number 2 in the category of directors. Who directed 2018's A Simple Favor?
I like that movie.
I liked it too.
Fun movie.
It was fun.
Made me want to drink martinis.
Made me want to go shopping with Blake Lively.
All feed.
I think I'd sign up for that. 5, 4, 3. I'd drive you two around.
Thank
2,
you.
1. Pens down. Andrew got.
Richard Linklater.
Incorrect. Does Chance Ellison have it?
Paul Feig.
It is
That
Paul
is
Feig.
correct.
That would be Paul Feig.
Drew McQuenie has it as
I
well.
did
Mike
not have
Kalinowski.
it.
All right,
right.
so Mike and Andrew, the first to be wounded here early in round number 1. Chance and Drew still sporting perfect rounds.
Yep.
As we move on to your
At least
third
our suits look
category.
nice. That's
It's
true.
in the world of dramas. And your question. What historical drama stars Daniel Day-Lewis, Sally Field, and Tommy Lee Jones? Flew on a private jet to get here today.
You did not.
I
Lincoln.
booked JetBlue, and I got Jet Suite X, and so now I'm flying from different airports. I feel like a high roller.
Oh my gosh.
5, 4, and I still drink Coors Light. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to you, Chance.
The car I drive, Lincoln.
Yes, it is.
I did not have it.
Drew McQuenie does not have it. Does Mike?
Lincoln.
He does, and Andrew Guy.
Lincoln.
Yes, he
All
does.
right. Here we go.
All right, so Chance, the only one still perfect.
Yep. Small lead for corruption there. All right, question number 4 in the category of animated. What famous comedic actor provides the voice of Horton in Horton Hears a Who?
I like the way you asked.
Yeah, I had to be. I was practicing my non-regional dialect.
W. Gotta get out of the
Jim
south for that
Carrey?
one.
Yes. Overcorrect. What can I say?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Drew McQueen.
Is it Jim Carrey?
It is
It's
Jim Carrey.
I
That's
have Mike
Mike
Myers.
How about Andrew?
Oh,
You don't
God.
actually have to drink the Pepto-Bismol.
Yikes.
It was a gift!
Drink it.
Woo.
Jim Carrey!
He had Jim Carrey. Chance Ellison.
Good Canadian lad, Jim Carrey.
There you
Wow,
go.
Chance still with that perfect game.
Chance still perfect. As right as Andrew Guy's tummy is going to be in about 30 minutes. Your next question is in the world of fantasy/science fiction. And the question. Anna de Armas, Robin Wright, Dave Bautista, and Jared Leto co-star in what 2017 sci-fi film? Where were you in 2017?
Nowhere I want to be again. That's for sure.
I know where you were. You were at bar classes every day.
I've been trying.
And I was
Mark.
at a bar every day. 5,
Blade Runner
4,
2049?
2, 1. Pens down. Mike Kalinowski.
I don't have it.
Doesn't have it. Does Andrew Guy?
End of the Armors, if you're watching this, I have a girlfriend. Blade Runner 2049.
Took you a minute to remember that, but you got it. Chance.
Tragically underseen, Blade Runner 2049.
Blade Runner 2049. Does Drew McQueenie have it? He certainly does.
All
Blade Runner
right. This is a tight game.
Go.
Not that we expected anything different.
And you know, one of the things that we were noting off camera is that Andrew Guy and Mike Kalinowski, the first round tends to determine how they play the rest of the match.
Yep.
So we'll see. First horse out of the gate doesn't always win the race, but in their case, it certainly helps.
You know my feelings on
That's what
round
reminds
one.
us of
Very
that, isn't it?
important.
That is.
Very important.
All right, question number 6 in the category of comedies. What year? Oh yeah, I got.
One person in the lab. Do we have to spell it out for you?
Come on.
The crowd's nervous. Here, try it again. Try it again.
In the category of comedies. Oh, and Viviani is here.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
All right. What year 2000 comedy stars Breckin Meyer, Sean William Scott, and Tom Green?
Came out in the year 2. You remember? In the year 2.
Road Trip.
I sure do.
You got pretty good harmony there.
Oh.
That was like when Crosby, Stills, and Nash discovered they had something special.
It was just like
5,
that.
4, 3,
Yes, and why?
2, 1. Pens down. Andrew Guy. Road Trip.
That is correct.
Chance Ellison, do you have it?
Road Trip.
He got it.
Wow.
Drew McQueen.
Road Trip.
He got it. Mike Kalinowski.
Road Trip.
Wow. All right.
Laughed heartily.
And Chance still with that perfect game.
All right, next category is a favorite of Miss Wolf, the commissioner, horror/thriller. And the question, which MCU actor plays the character of Kurt in 2011's The Cabin in the Woods?
Came out on my birthday
This one did.
and took a bunch of friends to see it.
I did not get the call.
And, well, you were probably busy, to be fair. And Joss Whedon was there.
Oh, really?
You sure was.
3, 2. What? Really like this movie. Pens down. Chance Ellison.
Chris Hemsworth.
It was 2012. It was Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. All right. Drew McQueen.
Chris Hemsworth.
We had Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth for Mike.
Brutal death.
And Chris Guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it does appear Chance not only knows his movie release dates very well, he is perfect so far.
Yes,
Round number 1.
Sure is. Sure is.
If this last question right, then he is going to have a bonus question asked just to him. And we will note that this last category in round number 1 is a Patreon category. Everybody, how about a big hand at home in studio for Mr. Jeremy Hastings? Let Jeremy hear it. Jeremy's going on Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. Maybe one day we'll say your name in a live match. Clark, Jeremy wanted what category?
He wanted the category of famous actors and actresses. And your question is, what Saturday Night Live alum played supporting characters in the following films? Small Soldiers, Coneheads, and Jingle All the Way.
All right, gonna have to ask you to rank those movies.
No, thank you.
I don't think I've ever seen Jingle All the Way.
I definitely haven't.
Yeah, or Small
question
Soldiers.
No.
Seen Coneheads a number of times.
My friend
Do you need some
Lorraine
Pepto?
haven't.
4,
Maybe.
Yeah. 3,
Chris Farley.
1. Pens down. Drew McQueen.
I believe we're talking about the late, great Phil Hartman.
We are
We are.
indeed.
Yes, we are. It's Mike Kalinowski.
Phil Hartman.
Also had it. Did Andrew Guy.
Phil Hartman.
Wow.
For a perfect round. Chance Ellison.
Tragic what happened to this boy. Phil
He
Hartman.
got it.
There we go.
Howard,
Chance
your wife's cookies are delicious.
Round for Chance Ellison. So the family currently enjoys a 1-point lead. But check this out. The bonus question, as just a chance, can tie at the end of round number 1. So Chance, you don't have to write this down. Just ask to you. Answer it within 15 seconds.
Understood.
Who plays the character Luis Gara, a con recently released from prison in the film Jackie Brown?
Michael Keaton.
Go to 5.
Robert Forster.
4. That is incorrect. Looking for Robert De Niro. There we go.
Different
Robert
Robert.
De Niro. Famous Irish actor, Robert De Niro. So we move on to round number 2 as the teams switch their chairs. This is known as the wheel round, Clark, and you and the wheel.
Hello.
Friends at this point?
Hello,
What's your current
Wheel.
relationship
You
status?
can't hurt me anymore, Wheel.
Sordid history between Clark.
switch?
I dare say the wheel did not get that text to go see the Cabin in the Woods.
Wheel was not invited to go see Cabin in the
was
Woods.
not in attendance. On that wheel, you have 12 categories of movie trivia, Schmoedown, and know-how. 10 proper genres. Then you also have spinner's choice and opponent's choice. Each team gets a spin at the wheel. Once you settle on a category, this is the team format, so the teams will be asked 6 questions from said genre of film. Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 2. I'm kidding, there is stealing, so everybody be prepared. If the team misses a question, the other team can steal it, and this is the team format, so you may consult with your teammate on each and every question. So we're tied 14-13. Excuse me, we're not. Chance actually missed that question.
Vegas, baby.
To 13. Vegas, baby. So, Corruption, although you are sitting in that position, it is actually the family's 1-point lead. So the family, would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
I just have to say thank you for the pep, though. It's going very well for me. Round 1 went great, so I'm going to let you guys go first just because of that courtesy you've done to us.
All right. Interesting strategy.
Mike Kalinowski goes in there. Stepping right up.
All right.
He's almost to the center of that Tootsie Pop. We might find out how many wins it is.
All right. What do we got?
Kalinowski with the spin, and it's going to be going for a while, so Clark and I are going to kill some time.
We sure are.
There we go.
We sure
Look
are.
at that thing. I don't even think it's stopped yet. Like, it hasn't even hesitated.
Nope, not even slowed down.
No.
Not even a little.
This is a good note to the next team spinning. Maybe just give it a gentle nudge.
You know.
Don't let him
Just let it breathe on it. God forbid he spins something that he doesn't want. Spins away from it.
Yeah, because then he's going to have to go all the way back.
Round and round it goes.
Quick commercial break.
All right, we're about 7 minutes away from the spin.
And
We got a
what do we
couple
got?
new categories on
Yeah, look at that.
this year too, so.
I like the wheel
Where's
slices.
it gonna
Real
land?
good.
Spinner's choice. All of that up, and he got spinner's choice.
Totally worth it then.
All right, so Mike, if you want to.
Spend a season for me. What do we
Oh boy, let's discuss indeed.
Give you about 15 seconds to decide which category you want.
I know you're new to the
Mark,
game, but
if I'm looking at it, I think I know it's going to be something more comic book movies. That's my
You
guess.
think so? These two. All
Old Faithful.
DCEU it is.
right.
All right.
If it were anybody else but Mike up there, I'd be like, I don't know. That's not a great, but yeah.
All right, Corruption. Clark Wolf is going to be asking you your 6 questions, each one worth 2 points. Remember, if you're not sure of the answer, both teams can ask us for multiple choice if the question was asked to you. When you steal, if the first team did not request multiple choice, you may not request multiple choice. Clark, you're ready.
All right. Question number 1. Who directed Batman v Superman, Dawn of
Zack
Justice?
Snyder.
Mr. Zack Snyder.
It is
That is
Mr. Zack
correct.
Snyder. All right, 2 points and Corruption in the lead.
David Harbour of Stranger Things fame makes an appearance as a government agent,
Suicide
Dexter
Squad.
Tolliver, in which DCEU film?
Suicide Squad.
That is correct.
2 more points. That Oscar-winning film.
Next up, who plays Steppenwolf in Justice League?
Kieran Hines.
Kieran Hines.
That is correct.
Yes, it is. Tough name to pronounce, but they got it.
They sure did. Next up, who plays the last surviving member of the Council of Wizards who gives Billy his powers in Shazam?
What's his name? Shit. I know his name. What's his name?
Jamin Hansu.
That is correct.
All right, they're perfect, and it seems like that spinner's choice putting on DCU has been Mike Kalinowski called it Old Faithful, certainly reaping dividends thus far.
Absolutely. All right, next. In Batman v Superman, Jimmy Olsen is an undercover operative from what government organization?
CIA.
CIA.
That is correct.
Is Central Intelligence. Speaking of intelligence, perfect through 5 questions, 1 more to net a perfect round number 2 with no need of multiple choice.
Wow. All right, and your final question. Who plays Chato Santana, better known as El Diablo in Suicide Squad?
Jay Hernandez.
Jay Hernandez.
That is correct for a perfect round
Not
2.
only did they know all the answers, it was cute to watch them get so excited when they knew it and like consult with each other. This is really good team chemistry on display. And now it's a really tall order for the family to match what we just saw from Corruption. Drew, please barely breathe on the wheel.
There we go. Solid spin there.
Good solid spin. And I mean, look, you enjoy 1-point lead going into round number 2. In the blink of an eye, you're trailing by 11. What does that do?
It definitely gets inside your head, but you know, and this is where, this is where the wheel really matters. You got to be wondering if the family is worried that maybe kicking it over to Corruption wasn't the right choice, but you know, they could have a great round this round too, so we'll see.
And round it goes, about to settle on a category. 2000s dramas, DCU off the board, so if it lands on that, we'll have to spin again. And another spinner's choice.
Not quite.
It looks like it's going to be Coen Brothers. Newer slice on the wheel. Andrew Guy likes it. Drew McQueenie likes it.
Oh boy. That's
Coen Brothers.
That's
both of them?
It could be about your brother. Okay.
Tell you what, I would not have stayed on that one.
Nothing but Garfield questions. We're good.
All right, gentlemen. Your first of 6 questions in the world of the Coens. The Coen Brothers have directed 2 remakes in their career. The Lady Killers is one. What is the other?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
True Grit. 2 points. All right, your next question. In the film Hail Caesar, which Star Wars actor plays Hobby Doyle, a young actor who is known for singing cowboy roles?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Alden Ehrenreich?
And he was darn good as Han Solo, too. Did everything he could.
I love him in Hail Caesar. Great in Hail Caesar.
What did you were?
Next question, third in round number 2. Which actress plays fast-talking reporter Amy Archer in The Hudsucker Proxy?
Jennifer Jason Leigh doing her best Katharine Hepburn.
Yes, yes it is, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
All right, so this is actually working out for these guys, but you know, that's what happens when you get this far in the game. It's like, if these 2 guys going up against each other, we probably figured we would have a
It's like they were hanging out at the drive-in yesterday enjoying a Coen Brothers marathon.
It's just like that.
If it continues on, which film is known for the song, I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow? Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yeah.
You got it, 2 more points. 3-point game, Corruption still has the lead, but 2 questions remain for the family. And your penultimate one in the world of the Coen Brothers. The Coens wrote the screenplay for this 2014 war film that they did not direct. 5, 4,
Is it an American Sniper?
2.
Multiple choice.
We can provide that. Is it A, Bridge of Spies, B, Fury, C, Unbroken, or D, The Monuments Men?
It's Bridge of Spies.
It's Bridge of Spies.
Yeah,
God
not
damn it.
Bridge of Spies. I'm going to give you your multiple choice options again. Corruption. Let me get through the options first. Is it A, Bridge of Spies, B, Fury, C, Unbroken, or D, The Monuments Men?
C, Unbroken.
It is
That is
Unbroken.
correct.
It is Unbroken. And so that's a huge steal.
Yeah.
4 points now separate Corruption from the family. The family, 1 question remaining in round number 2. Gentlemen, your final question in the world of the Coens. A malicious possessing spirit is killed with an ice pick in the beginning of which 2000's Coen Brothers film?
But do we want to challenge that because it's director's question? It's not though, it's just yeah.
Serious man.
It is a serious man for 2 points. And that gives the lead to 2, but that steal looming large, Clark. We're done with round number 2. Going into round number 3, your take on what we can expect in the next round.
Listen, with 2 teams like this who want to be playing for that belt, who are as far along in the game as they are, 1 point often makes the difference.
It's that 1 point difference. It's that 2 point swing that we saw with that multiple choice steal. The movie was unbroken. And now we move to round number 3. This will determine the match lest we go into sudden death. Here's how it works. We need a series of numbers from each team. We need 3 numbers in particular. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Why do we need them? Well, each number corresponds to a different corner of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. First question here is worth 2 points. Next one, 3 points. The last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. This is the team format. So once we give you the category for your 2 point question, the team must determine which member is going to answer that. You must answer that question solo. The opposite team member will then have to solo answer the 3 point question. You may only confer with your teammate for the 5 point question. So Korruption, you're enjoying a 2 point lead, 26 to 24. What 3 numbers feel lucky, gentlemen?
2, 12, and 14.
2, 12, and 14. All right. And the family.
We'll go 4, 7, and 6. In that order, please.
7 and 6.
Thank you for clarifying.
In that order. All right. Clark Wolf is going to be asking the family their questions. So for your 4-pointer, you selected
2-pointer.
2-pointer. 4-pointer, you selected number 4.
Vegas, baby.
Point value.
I slept for 45 minutes last night.
He's a rock star. Literally.
Thank you.
Private jets and stuff.
David Lee Roth took the night off of the House of Blues, so I could
he
perform. It
felt
was great.
it,
So their 2 point
Yes.
comes in what category?
The category of biopics.
Who feels lucky? All right, gonna need a...
Okay, I got it.
All right. All right, Drew. Walk the Line is a biopic of what famous singer and his various
Johnny Cash.
successes and personal struggles?
Oh, that would be Johnny Cash.
That would be Johnny Cash. That's correct. 2 points on the board.
We're now tied. All right, so now we move over to Korruption. Korruption. You selected number 2. Your 2 point question is in the world of action-adventure movies. Who feels lucky?
I'm going to take it.
Mike Counthouse, you gonna take it?
Yes, sir.
And your question. This is how it falls sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Who plays James Bond in the films You Only Live Twice and Diamonds Are Forever?
Sean Connery, right? Sean Connery?
It could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
5, 4,
Sean Connery.
3. Thank you for answering the question.
It's okay if you don't.
You knew it. All right, so Clark, we pivot back to the family who now finds himself once again trailing by 2 points. Their 3 point question can give them the lead.
All right. In the category of horror, who plays the lead Sawyer Valentini in Unsane?
As for the lead, each team has all 3 of their JTE rules.
That's right.
So we can really build up the drama here.
Never heard of this film.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who plays the lead Sawyer Valentini in Unsane?
I've seen this movie.
2 JTE rules remain.
Still have one.
Jim Caviezel.
4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't have it. Can't accept an answer or a JT rule. The answer?
Claire Foy.
Claire Foy. All right. And a hush falls over the crowd in this entire studio because now we're at that moment, possibly. The 5 point question is going to be asked to the family. If they hit this, they're going to force the hand of Korruption. If they miss it, Clark, then Korruption is going to be taking on the Founding Fathers for the team championship belt.
Oh boy. I'm nervous for them.
All right,
I'll just
so
say it.
They said 6 was your 5 point question, and it's in the category of?
It's in the category of Scorsese movies.
Okay.
Who plays Judas, betrayer of Jesus, in The Last Temptation of Christ?
Harvey Keitel with the thickest Brooklyn accent you've ever heard.
And that all things are correct.
All right.
Great job.
I've come to find out that she national
Deep
treasure.
cut
Harvey
from the
Keitel.
Bible there.
Man,
Who knew Harvey Keitel was in the Bible?
I love a Harvey Keitel.
He's a good dude. All right,
He's so good.
5 points, and now all of a sudden corruption. They have 2 questions remaining.
Yes.
So they get this 3-pointer right, then they've at least forced a tie and a worse sudden death.
Right.
Then they're going to have their 5-point question, which could give them the win. Corruption, for your 2-point question that is going to be answered by Chance Ellison.
3-point.
Your 3-point question, just go with me. You selected number 12. And that corresponds to the world of comedies.
Okay.
We don't laugh because it's round 3. This is serious now. It's not round 1. All right, Chance. Your question. For 3 points, what actor played the Bulgarian, the crime boss, looking for the witness protection list in 2018's Game Night?
Michael C. Hull.
We are tied.
Correct. Wow.
What a deep pull there.
Chance is having a great game.
Chance is really playing his heart out, and Mike Kalinowski complimenting him well, and now 31 points apiece. That's damn good for either team. And now there's a 5-point question on the table that could give corruption the win.
This is the type of match that you want with these types of stakes.
All right, it was a 2-point game going into round number 3, and so corruption picked their numbers first. For your 5-point question, gentlemen, you selected 14. And that corresponds to the world of sports movies. And your question. For the win, which frequent Disney collaborator plays Ben Chapman, the racist manager of the Philadelphia Phillies that taunts Jackie Robinson in 42?
Oh, shit. What? It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Do that. 2 JTU rules remain. In the world of sports, which frequent Disney collaborator
Damn, it's
plays
been a while
Ben
since I've seen
Chapman,
that.
the racist manager of the Philadelphia Phillies that taunts Jackie Robinson in 42?
Repeat.
1 remains after this.
Ooh, and didn't let it
In
count
the world of
down.
sports movies, which frequent Disney collaborator plays Ben Chapman, the racist manager of the Philadelphia Phillies that taunts Jackie Robinson in 42?
Alan Tudyk.
And your winner, Corruption! Chance Ellison, Mike Kalinowski. The booze rained down from the crowd, but corruption prevails. Game effort by the family, Clark.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, look at that. I mean, you come down to the final 5-pointer, and the losing team has 31 points.
And it's a Pepto-Bismol being thrown on the desk. It is chaos up there.
Oh, boy.
And Chance and Mike could not be happier. Clark, they really seemed to hit another gear once they got that Coen Brothers steal in round number 2.
You know, again, it's like when it comes down to it, that 1 point can make all the difference in the world. And they were also, speaking of round 2, I mean, for Mike, hitting DCEU films, I mean, there are a few other categories that you could ask for that would be better for him than that one. So, you know, luck was on his side for
Luck
sure.
smiled on that with the Spinner's Choice,
Yep.
with the Jimmy Bond question.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they got a couple tough, that Michael C. Hall question, that Alan Tudyk, those are tough questions. They got it, courtesy of Chance Ellison answering them. Great collaboration by Corruption.
What an incredible match for Chance. I mean, he played like a champ. That was amazing.
Well, our own champ, Jen Sturger, is now with the winning team. That would be Corruption and their manager, Shannon Barney. Jen, I imagine it's a jovial mood over there.
There are lollipops all around. Oh my gosh. Shannon, I know this win must mean a lot to Corruption, especially since you had kind of a slower start to the season.
Before we get there, I forgot something. What was Drew Guy changed his name, right? Was it oh crap, what was his name? It started with a D. It was debutante, right? Yeah, exactly. And it's really funny because growing up in Texas, I have seen my fair share of unworthy yet entitled, insecure little brats picking off of daddy and mommy's money, or in the family's case, Drew McWeeney's trivia knowledge. And the buck kind of stopped there, didn't it? He didn't quite get the prize. Poor Andrew Guy.
But Chance, you had an amazing showing in round one. Aside from missing your bonus, how are you feeling though going into that second round?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I knew, might drop a few, but I knew we were going to pick back up, and second round we did.
Speaking of second round, DCEU. Oh,
Let me get in here for a second.
oh God.
Don't mind if I do. Well, here we are at the start of this new season. We had some new rules put into this. All because of me with my wonderful run with Bond last year. Suddenly people are like, no, we can't have, he's doing too good out there. He's being too good. We gotta do something to put a rule in. So you did the rule so you can't put the same category twice on the wheel. But now, to counterbalance that, we allowed IG slices. Now let me say this. I didn't want that. I did not want IG on these wheels. I didn't think it was fair. I'm with one of the competitors that thought that stays in IG. But you know what? Everyone wanted that. Guess what? We won off of that. We would not probably have won if we didn't spin DCEU. So this is on you. Everything that happens now, and this icing on the cake, that James Bond question, that's like fate coming down and just kissing me right on the tuchus. It wanted me to win. So here we are. Yeah, we got off to a rough start. Hell, I got off to a rough start. That sucked for me that first round. That was awful. That's why I've got the best partner in the game right here, the youngest champion of all time right here, because that's what we do. We win, baby. We're going for it. And let me say this. Founding fathers, all you fans out there, you didn't want us, you wanted the family to win, not because you like them, because you didn't want to see us play them again. Well, guess what? We didn't play them at the third time. They used that little get out of jail free card to go to the front of the line to play us. Guess what? We earned our title shot, boys. We're coming back for our belts where they belong, my friend. Right there, sir, Dan Murrell. Right there. Get it warm for me, baby. Get it warm.
Dan Murrell's in the house, and John Roca, just change your depends before we get started, okay?
Wait a second. Where's John Roca? He seems he's always talking about not being there for his factions, but he doesn't have a match today, but he's not here. Surprise, surprise. Outlaw Nation, Mr. Promo Talker himself. And you know what? Andrew, don't worry. I'm not forgetting about you, my friend. I'm not forgetting about you, buddy.
Wow. Where do I even start after that?
We handed it to you on a platter, Jen.
Aside from the fact that you sound like a dad trash-talking people with tuchus?
We're not on the air anymore.
We got kids out there.
That did not stop your t-shirt today, Shannon.
Richard.
Oh my God. But you guys did have that huge round 2 steal. What were you thinking when that happened?
I thought, I was waiting for them to drop. I was waiting for them to say Bridge of Spike. I know it's an easy mix-up. Luckily they did, and I was ready to pick up on it.
And like you said, now you have your chance at redemption for Orlando.
Yes.
What are your thoughts going into this?
Now we know going forward what it was. It was the crowd that threw us off. That crowd ate us alive. We thought we were going in being the favorites. We thought we were going to get all the support. It didn't. We weren't ready. We weren't on our game.
Why do you think that is, Mike? Why do you feel like the crowd just...
Why doesn't the crowd like me? I don't know. Why don't you like me? What's there not to like? Look at me. I mean, people tell me, Brad Gilmore saying I got a punchable face because how good looking I am. What's wrong? Why wouldn't you like me? Look at my girlfriend. Look what I go home to every night. So pretty. Why wouldn't you like this? Come on now. I bought lollipops for everybody. Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Last year I became the youngest, about Founding Fathers. Last year I was the youngest became the champion. Now, I'll be the youngest to do it twice.
That's right, baby.
Back to the desk on that one.
Clark, it's interesting. As Mike Kalinowski defends why he's so likable, I end up liking him even less. How does that work?
Weird how that happened.
I do like the lollipops. I think it's a nice red on black contrast. I thought the color aesthetic very good, but everything else about Corruption very easy to root against.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he said he had lollipops for everyone. I didn't
get one either.
Where's my lollipop?
Not even offered, and her jacket even matches the lollipop.
Come on.
Make with the Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, the idea, well, okay, so here's something that's interesting that I don't know if he meant to say this, the quiet part out loud, but the idea that they wouldn't have maybe won if they didn't get DCEU
Very
in round
reliant
2
on that inner geekdom slice that was in this regular team format.
Yeah, and you can't blame the crowd for your losses. That's what I would say. But we were here and we saw this game. They played an incredible game, and Chance played an incredible game, and they're an incredible team. So you can't take that
so
away.
incredible. I was just told by Frank Janis that this actually ties 36 points ties the all-time record for team points scored in a team's match. So
and that's not nothing. Yeah,
36.
That's not nothing.
To 31. The losing team also scored above 30, 31 points. That is the family, and we're going to turn it back over to Jen Sturger. Jen, somber mood over there for the family?
Yeah, actually, a little bit of chaos. There's still a lot of fight going on back here because I guess there's some discrepancy in one of the round 2 questions of the Coen brothers questions. Andrew, you were saying something before?
I mean, I don't know if it's discrepancy or not. They played lights out. Chance carried his teammate once again, which was beautiful to see. You know, round 2 went really well for them. Hey, you know, that just happened. Spinner's choice. Mike's got a hell of a spin there. The Coens wrote Bridge of Spies, and they also wrote Unbroken. I guess they said the year. I don't know. I guess we're trying to confirm that, which is why I walked in the interview.
Bridge of Spies.
By the way,
2015.
that's a bad question to be written, and like bad multiple choice. Like I understand what you're trying to do there, and it's just not the way the game should be played. I understand we lost, but they wrote both those movies, boys. So they're a year apart.
So, if that's the case, why not challenge?
We thought about it. That's what we were talking about. We both knew a serious man right off the bat, and that's what we spent the first 10 seconds of that question debating. You know, Janine came out with us today, and she did a great job, and it was really nice to have her here.
And this is such a huge match for you to come out and basically pinch hit for Sam Levine.
Yes, I was honored for them to ask me to take place and support them in this way. I'm super proud of how they played. They played an amazing game. It just shows how luck plays a huge factor in this game. So.
Drew McWeeny, amazing performance as usual, but I can tell you are absolutely beat up over this.
I wouldn't say I'm beat up over it. I've reached a point where I've realized something. You know, I was promised a lot of stuff by a lot of people, and
we're still going to do it.
Yeah.
We're still going to get those belts. You see, right now, this is a game that we lost just based off luck, and we're still here, baby. The family is still here. We're 6-2. We've lost to the Shazam and ex-champions, so I'm feeling good.
I think I'd feel better if my manager had shown up, and I feel in general like maybe, just maybe, you guys can do this by yourselves. I think I'm retired, folks. Have a good day.
Wow!
What just happened?
Hold on, Drew.
Oh my, how the tables have turned. Well, first of all, Jenny, it's nice to see you up here. You can't win matches, can't win as a manager, but maybe need help bringing out the wheel next time. But Guy, I seem to remember a very similar situation just a couple short years ago when I was up here. You're making fun of me because I broke down. I was a man showing my emotions and tearing up at the loss of people I loved in my life that couldn't support me. And now here you are in that same situation, and I don't want to laugh, but, you know, I'm sorry. You know what, my friend, but you and I have done a little dance for a little while now. Fans kind of want us coming at this. You've been coming out there with your cane and your top hat, and, you know, I think it's about time you and I stepped onto that little dance floor and did the little cha-cha together, my friend. And I know quite the ring, especially a ring down in Houston, April 25th. You and me, my friend, Mr. Booker T, how about you make that happen, Harloff? Finally get this mouth and put him in his place and show you guys who the real lovable champion of this league is. What do you say, my friend? What do you say, handsome? What do you say?
Hey, man, I know that what happened was rough, and I'm sorry for what I sent you down on that path. You know, what happened with you and your old team and you know, where you are now, and I see what you're doing. You're overcompensating, you're coming out deep-throating a lollipop, and I get it, man. You gotta do your character, and I just want to let you know, man, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Hey, it's not your fault. Bring it in. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay? Just let it go. Let it go. It's not your fault.
I know. Thank you.
I'll see you in Houston.
Oh, you...
Well, that just happened. Back to the desk. Wow.
Thank you, Jen, for that incredible effort.
Yeah.
Backstage, all that chaos. Jen Sturger caught in the middle of it. Okay, so Houston now, it appears we have a card. I'm still getting final word. Houston is April 25th. The tickets are on sale now at Schmoedownlive.com. And it appears that we're going to see Andrew Guy and Mike Kalinowski in the ring in Booker T's gym.
If you could talk about a matchup that the fans want right now, I have to say that's probably one of the big ones.
And if I run a newspaper right now, I don't know what the headline is. Is it the Houston card or is it Drew McWeeny I think he just retired?
Drew just retired?
Did he just retire?
Like, That's wild.
That is unthinkable. I mean, I know that the losses are devastating, especially when you get to this point. You're so close to competing for a championship. But do you think it's just a case of in-the-moment pain, or do you think that this is going to be something that sticks and Drew McQueenie's gone from the league?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, Sam and Drew obviously have a long history together, so this seems like something that could have been hashed out between manager and player, you know, behind the scenes. Maybe Sam can bring him back, talk him into coming back. I don't know, but and to put Janine in that position, not cool, guys. She did a great job. I want to she did a great job with what she was given, which was nonsense.
Sometimes being a manager is having the power of discretion and not issuing a challenge that you know is going to get overruled. So I think that Janine did a nice job managing, as did Shannon Barney managing Corruption to the win. And as we saw, an incredible match today. Corruption will be taking on the Founding Fathers for the belt sometime in the future to be named later. And the Houston card may be set. And we also want to remind you once again, the free-for-all in just a couple Saturdays from now. March 21st. Get your tickets right now. The Schmoedownlive.com. 40 competitors, a bunch of surprises, special guests. You never know who's showing up. Harloff and I will be announcing the whole thing downtown Los Angeles. Watch it on the stream or come join us in person. I'll be doing some stand-up comedy tonight before March 20th. You can get tickets at markellislive.net. A lot of special guests there too. And then Clark Wolf, Houston, April 25th. It's going to get hot down in Texas.
It's already hot. It's going to get humid, extra sweaty. I'm here for it. I'm ready. I want to see this throwdown.
You have your hands full as a commissioner. Any last words for everybody watching about your league in this young new era season?
Listen, I love seeing, look, because I was a competitor, I love seeing the passion. I love seeing the fire. But, you know, I do feel like the potential for shenanigans is that's not gonna be my league. So just fair warning, no shenanigans under my watch, on my watch.
Someone get that lady a Tootsie Pop. That is classy Clark Wolf. I am merely Mark Baby Carousels. Thank you all for tuning into this exclusive live stream. We love all our patrons. We love all our fans. And a big round of applause to our hardworking crew here, making everything possible. We'll see you in the future. On behalf of Christian Harloff and the Schmoedown family, I'm Mark Ellis saying good night.
First at the Globe. It is the fourth free-for-all. 40 competitors going head to head to head. The winner will find themselves at a title match.
Never know who's coming down the ramp next.
That's been so great about the free-for-all. You never know what happens and who's going to win.
It has cleared the table.
The Globe Theater, downtown Los Angeles. 1 p.m. is the kickoff. Get your tickets at the Schmoedownlive.com.
Well, that match, it lived up to the hype. Didn't disappoint. Corruption, in the end, emerged victorious. So for a fourth time, they're going to face the Founding Fathers. They beat the Founding Fathers the first 2 times, but Founding Fathers came back on the third match to beat them for the titles. So you know, Corruption, they really want this. They want to get the 3rd out of 4 to get those titles back. But it won't be easy. No, it won't be. But it's going to be a big ticket. Can't wait to see that go down. But the huge news, Drew McQueenie, is he really retiring? Is that it for the Godfather and the Schmoedown? I certainly hope not, because he's one of the greats. Love seeing the Godfather compete. And Janine, she did a really good job. She looked like a female badass Terminator. And Shannon and Mike are just, I love listening to them talk. I could listen to them talk all day. They put on a show. If you like my reactions, you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. So until next time, it's your boy C-Dub. Peace.